a fall is not easy. When you lose it all, when you've done everything you can to make your life better, I mean, I'm not spilling my beans and telling about my personal business just to talk about it. It's just there are people out here who don't have a father figure and don't have nobody in their life, and they think they're the only ones that's going through the trials and tribulations. But I'm here to let you know that everybody goes through setbacks. And look what I'm saying, this little ratchet ass nigga out there, bro, he ain't got nothing to do. You hear a man's voice, he's addicted to a man's fucking voice. It's amazing. This is ratchet. Like serious. This motherfucker's addicted, or a female's addicted to my fucking voice. I cannot believe this shit. Like when I'm off of here, y'all don't hear this shit. When I'm off of here, ain't nobody fucking banging or doing anything. As soon as I come on here, somebody's out there losing their fucking mind. But anyway, let me just ignore that shit. Like I said, it's hard for me to keep my train of thought as well because I'm so used to life moving at such a rapid pace that we are in, like kind of dealing with attention deficit disorder. All of us are. 6 seconds of strolling every minute, and every conversation we have is chopped up. Life is moving so fucking fast, but you gotta focus on you. Again, the reason why I'm talking to y'all about what I'm talking about, because some people don't have nobody in their life to teach them about these downfalls and mishaps that's inevitable and can happen at any time. You could have a medical condition or an accident or somebody come to your life and do something to you where you're like fucked. You know what I'm saying? So we just have to do what we can until we die. Um, it is what it is. Uh, we're watching Changing Times, History in the Making. I guess Tuesday or Wednesday we'll figure out what's going to happen with this election. They said he's bringing out the National Guard for the crash dummies who might not want order. I don't really want it to be like on the TV circus. I mean, if I turn to Fox News, they'll be talking about Trump. I don't know. Maybe I'll change the channel. Let me see. Let me turn the channel. But yeah, you gotta deal with your I mean, basically, it's what it is on TV. Nothing but crime and misfortunes and mishaps. Uh, you know, again, who is this? You see, I can't stay focused. I really want to talk, but I can't stay focused. Um, that's the real president of the United States, and he's somewhere in an oblivious world of, he's like in retirement, I mean, can anybody take this man serious? He belongs in hospice, not because of me saying that, but he just needs to be resting. I mean, come on, bro. You gonna sit here and think that people respect you and you damn near, whew, I ain't gonna say nothing. That's a shame, bro. They will fight to the day they die, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, you gotta figure it out for yourself. Me, man, I'm like, everything went to foreclosure. I'm shutting my company's been shut down, but it still exists. I'm like Pepsi. I just shut my fucking doors and said, let's get this shit right. Everybody go home. Let me see what we got here. Community. Anyone. Yeah, yeah. Alright. So, what I'm doing is just taking it one day at a time. My car, I just checked my sprinters and been repossessed. Officially, they got a number where they say I can go pick up my items that was in there, and they're not charging me anything for it. But I've been turned that shit in 3 months ago, so they ain't repossessed nothing. I turned it in, but there's such a delay that they think uh, I don't know, it's too easy, man. And they're gonna turn around, probably try to halfway fix it and sell it again for a cheaper amount. None of my business. So that's out the way. All my credit cards and shit, I've let them go. My credit dropped from to the lowest it's ever been in my life. Every card I had, basically I got rid of it. Every one I got what one left over in uh, one account. That's about where I'm at with that. I had like 5 accounts, uh, meaning bank accounts and shit like that. Well, I got one, two, I think 3 bank accounts. I let all the rest go. I had like 20 something credit cards, let them all go. I got maybe 2 left. I'm just telling y'all the truth about, life, man. Shit is like you got downsize. 13, 7, and 11 don't mean shit in terms of chapter. You don't have to pay somebody to be able to let that shit just do its own thing. Small writing will become big writing. Ain't nobody trying to sue me. The only thing I got left out there is my storage. And that's behind 2 months. And it ain't really nothing in there. I was going to throw it out anyways because, I mean, it's something in there, yeah. Believe me. That shit is good for if I was moving in my a house or an apartment. It's enough stuff to go into a small apartment. But the majority of it is sneakers, uh, what else? Like a bed, uh, nothing of. everything that actually is in there could go to Goodwill. So I didn't need that anyways. But yeah, I'll get a bill for that I won't pay. Fuck them. But they'll put a lien on you. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way, which I don't give a fuck. Foreclosure, lien, uh, I got some shit that's happening with all of the tolls that I've had, but I don't care about that either. Let's see what else is there. Let me see. And that's about it. Nothing where it's criminal. I mean, every contract that I did with dealing with any type of loans, I have a right to be behind and allowed to go into default. So if you go into default and they try to work with me and I don't work with them, they sell it to somebody else and they try to contact me. And then they try to serve me papers or whatever. I lost one of my P.O. boxes. I got another one I need to go to that's stuffed to the max. But it's all bills. Ain't no motherfucking check in there. Ain't nothing but junk mail. And bills that I probably am getting emails for the same thing, but it's on paper. Nobody deal with snail mail anymore. So I got two prospects, one in Richardson and one in Dallas on Monday. Two interviews. Um, Plus what I'm already doing. So basically, I'm doing all the right things. It's just my mind is just really, I'm still mourning from and in shock and just dealing with coming back to whatever. I'm not competing with nobody. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do, waiting on next year. Next year should be a better year for all of us. If not, we'll just be out here dealing with uncivil rest, you know what I mean? Like society unrest here in America, and we'd be just having to survive in this trap. It is what the fuck it is, man. Uh, at least my mind and my heart is in the right place. I ain't dealing with other people's problems that keep me held down emotionally and fucking with spirits of the unknown. Only thing I have to deal with is what God wants from me. And that is the survival of the fittest. Uh, and, you know, I could be like sitting dwelling on this shit, or I could just try to make things happen, which I am making things happen. Now, one of my jobs is with Chase Bank, and then the other one is going to be for the airport. Yeah, it's a little ratchet kid out there playing with the motherfucking uh, with the thing that you put clothes on, rolling it back and forth like he ain't got no life. I was like, for real, is this really happening? It is. So, anyways, uh, I think I've gave y'all enough truth, but it don't matter if I give you enough truth or not. Little crash dummies in the comments section will come back and say shit that don't even make sense. You gotta stop answering them and definitely don't live up to other people's expectations about you. Live up to your own. Your heart is broken. You gotta learn to love yourself. Look into that thing called a mirror over there. Watch, I'm gonna show y'all. Look into this thing called a mirror and find yourself and believe in you. Fall in love with yourself again and stop playing with people because you only got so much time on earth. It's like there's drug addicts out here running around and they want your life to help them and you're an enabler or you walk around on a job trying to live up to your bosses or your coworkers' expectations or you look for validation in them to define you and your growth in life. Don't do that shit, man. Love your motherfucking self and do you. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you, it really depends on what type of development you are dealing with in society. Because, like I said yesterday, I'm not the smartest person in the world, but for what I'm at, where I'm at, and what I'm dealing with, and what I've learned in life, I've always been able to make it. Other people in their occupation, whatever it may be, will try to find a way to sabotage you because they're unhappy or they internalize shit the wrong way. And you find them bringing noise in your life. And they come in all shape, forms, and fashions. Believe me when I tell you. It's a trap guy, man. Somebody asked me again and will continue probably to ask me, what's this channel all about? Well, this channel is all about really just doing me, and I'm giving you an opportunity to live in my life and understand the dynamics. I'm not emotionally disturbed. I'm not mismanaging my finances. I understand what's going on. I'm trying to continue to be minimalized. Uh, it's not just a word, but just make sure that I'm able to manage myself financially while I'm still trying to make upward mobility moves, but not tapping into traps. Like I don't give a fuck about the stock market. I don't care about Bitcoin. I don't care about I like the network, but I gotta have a safe alignment and coalition. We're dealing with you know, partnerships. I always want to be at a distance looking at shit like side eyeing and not like really like committed. So I'm not 100% in on anything. I'm just dealing with life terms, uh, living with regrets of some sort, but not focused on the past. Enjoying my presence but paying attention to the future because everybody really honestly is chasing electricity and these drones and this running to the moon shit. It's gonna be a lot of air activity coming soon. You're gonna look up in the sky and that's where everybody wants to go without God. They want the flesh to rise up but get closer to shit up in the sky like that's the next move to stay safe. Especially the white folks. They all running. The Caucasians are all running because there ain't no more room on earth. They let that wall open up and now they feel like fuck the rural, fuck the suburbs, fuck the city, fuck the skyscrapers. Let's elevate to the fucking moon and the next planet and the next planet and the next planet. And it's not even racism no more. It's just classism. Money is not even really the real matters. It's space, like physically and literally, and even history. And they don't even give a fuck about that no more. Nothing matters anymore except for give me elbow room, get out my way, leave me alone. You know, you got everything at at your fingertips. You know what I'm saying? But when destruction happens, it happens and it will be astronomical. Up in space, they're gonna need places where they have safe rooms in case somebody attacks them. And there will be guns up in space, believe me when I tell you. Well, it's a trap guy, man. Do what you gotta do for yourself. Chase these gig apps. Try to have relationships with people that's not full of diseases and mental retardation and shit, or emotionally disturbed to hold you in bondage. I don't know where you're gonna find your spirituality, because that shit is really disgusting. All these fucking leaders who are ex-pimps and pedophiles, and, you know, deranged motherfuckers, and that just want money. Your Congress people are all fucking in bed with each other, or basically the courts and the law enforcement and all that shit is all bought off and paid off and have hidden agendas. Same as your news outlets, full of propaganda and bullshit. And then last but not least, when I speak about racism and race point blank, niggas ain't gonna never get reparations. I mean, we might get some sort of form of it. Biden's apologizing to the Indians, uh, and they already got apologies, and he's going out with that's his legacy to apologize to the Indians. But what happened to the black folks? When you was in the race and you was damn near uh, incoherent, you was up here mumbling and fumbling around in the black church, even though you told black people what they gonna get. They ain't gonna get shit, and we ain't gonna get shit. And I'm a foundational black American, and we ain't run from our countries. All the rest of them did. We standing 10 toes down, and everybody else coming over here and jumping over us. So that's where that's at. So we really occupied in a country that don't love us. So I'm gonna leave that shit alone. I let Tariq Nasheed, Jason Black, Professor Black Truth, Vicky Dillard, Dr. Claude Anderson, and many more talk to you about that shit. You can Google them and look them up. They'll talk till they blue in their face, and like all the ones that came before them, they will die trying to get reparations. That means money back for black people who built this country, and we didn't run. We stayed here 10 toes down, and we still here. You say there ain't no black people in America. All the niggas are locked up in jail. If you want a million or more men that walk outside your door, ask Farrakhan, he'll show you. And ask to have a million diverse march. There's all kinds of men who are sissified now. Let's get into the real dynamics of this shit and I'll fuck your head up. You heard me? And you collegiate motherfuckers are running around in oblivious state in a hiatus, you whatever you're doing, and you ain't proving shit about life. All you doing is having sex with exotic people and just strange, non-reproductive. Just put it in anywhere. Self-identifying motherfuckers want more rights than we have. It's just all screwed up and fucked up. Now this man wants to become a dictator, and with all the felonies and everything he got, It's just words, bro. Talking points. Neither one of them are going to do anything like God can do. It's a trap God.